When I was running TheStreet.com, the online news journal I started in 1995, I found out how hard business could be. Hardly a quarter went by where we could meet our quota for ad revenue, which is why we set up a more stable subscription business to cushion the shortfalls. But then one day I got this call from one of the most infamous companies of the dot-com era. It was a bit of a summons. When I sat down with this guy who was rich as Croesus, he said he wanted to do all sorts of things with me. An investment, ad buys, the works. Dot-com nirvana! I sensed pure greatness. Lucre. Just the imprimatur alone would be a home run. I could see the headlines. But then I heard the other side of the deal. In exchange for the investment, I'd take the money and buy a requisite amount of goods from his company. Basically, I was being asked to make his quarter. Seemed pretty circular and pretty fishy, but we both ended up looking great. I told him I wanted to speak to my lawyer first, and you know what? My lawyer shot it down immediately. He said you can't invest in a company that gets your money back in your own wares. That's what's called a lazy Susan deal, and these can be fraught from an investor and a legal point of view. My lawyer told me never to speak to that person again. Not long after this man's company got crushed as part of the dot-com collapse. Thank heavens I didn't deal with him. So in a day where we keep hearing that there's a bubble brewing in artificial intelligence world, I come back and tell you that the bubble's been bursting for weeks now. And we're now getting a lot of the signals that we saw back in the dreaded year 2000. Believe me, I was in the scrum then. It has a major impact today, with the Dow slipping 228 points, S&P tumbling 1.16%, the NASDAQ plunging 1.81%. All because of this stuff. These days, we're constantly hearing about what I call these lazy Susan deals, except they're being celebrated as good news for both parties. Today, for example, we learned that OpenAI is in talks to raise at least $10 billion from Amazon, some of which would be spent on Amazon's AI chips. We heard applause for this all day.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.